Please miss me with the fake outrage. Hi, welcome to JOA. If you're new to my channel, please click subscribe and click the bell so you'll be the first to know when I upload. I'd really appreciate it if you do subscribe and you click the bell. Shout out to the LGBTQIA community. I had fun last night on Bigo Live. Follow me at JOA TV. I will be going on live stream tonight on Bigo, as well as I'm going to do a live stream on here at 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Then we're going straight on Bigo to talk about hot topics and to talk about, politics and black relations and stuff like that. I recorded a full 5-minute clip on here to show you guys that it's a fake outrage that's going on in the media. Fox News is taking this, possibly some people in the LGBTQIA, but mainly, the conservatives. They're taking this and they're making it seem as if Joy Behar did something wrong. She's a damn comedian. And before this big fiasco came out, she actually said, "I'm sorry, scratch that. Don't worry about what I just said. It, for daytime television, is not appropriate." And she still got the big outrage. This is why a lot of comedians like Joy Behar really don't go against the grain and try to do comedic acts anymore, because we are so damn sensitive in society. Watch this full clip and I'll come back with some more.
Is celebrating yet another historic first after NFL player Carl Nassib posted this announcement. Watch.
I want to take a quick moment to say that I'm gay. I've been meaning to do this for a while now, but I finally feel comfortable enough to get it off my chest. I just think that representation and visibility are so important. I actually hope that one day videos like this and the whole coming out process are just not necessary. But until then, I'm going to do my best and do my part to cultivate a culture that's accepting, that's compassionate.
I know he's the first active NFL player ever to come out as gay, but it's 2021. Is this such a big deal to this, Sarah? And what was your reaction when you first saw this?
Well, I'm so happy for him. You can see the relief in his face, and I'm happy for anybody watching that video that feels more empowered to live their authentic self. But in football specifically, there's a lot of residual kind of toxic masculinity where people conflate sexuality with masculinity, and those two are not the same thing. People have been gay in the NFL playing side by side for years and years and years, but they haven't been able to be embraced, to be this comfortable, to talk about it. So I think it's so important. It's so fitting that it's during Pride Month. But like he said, I do look forward to a time when your sexuality, which is only one part of you, doesn't have to be discussed at work like he's doing right now. But right now, representation is so important that I really commend him for taking the time to do this video.
Yes, but like I said, Anna, it's 2021. Are you surprised it took this long for an NFL player to come out as gay? And probably there are others.
Listen, the NFL's been around, I think, for 100 years. And so surely this is not the first gay player, but this is the first one who identifies as such. Now, I've got the sports knowledge of a Brussels sprout. But yes, I do think this is a huge deal. I know that locker rooms are a very toxic place. I remember when Jason Collins came out. I remember when there was another NFL player who had been drafted, whose name, of course, escapes me, came out. It was a media circus, and it was a really big deal. The fact that he's doing this, that he's going to donate money to the Traver Project, which is an organization that helps LGBTQ youth, I do think it's about representation, about being seen, about being accepted, about being embraced. It sends a really strong message to LGBTQ youth who are so vulnerable to being bullied and who have such a high suicide rate. So I applaud him. I'm really happy. I might even watch a football game every now and then. Who does he play with again? It's not the Dolphins, right?
Listen, don't ask me. Vegas, you're asking the wrong person.
He's cute too. I want to set him up.
Las Vegas.
Okay.
The Las Vegas Raiders.
Anna, after they said penetration in the end zone, they lost me. So, Sonny, is this a sign that Sonny, is this a sign that the sports world is catching up with the times? What do you think?
I sure hope so. Like all of you, I was so shocked that this is still a thing in 2021. I'm thrilled that he did it. I mean, he certainly isn't the first NFL player to come out, because I remember when Sam, I call him Sam, but it's Michael Sam, came out. That seemed to be so groundbreaking at the time. And I also thought, why is this a huge deal? But he did it during his college career and right before the 2014 draft. And that made it, this significant thing. How would he be accepted in the locker room? Would he be drafted? That whole thing. So he was the first publicly gay player to be accepted, to be drafted in the NFL, but he only played during the preseason. So this hopefully this announcement, makes the NFL more inclusive. The NFL tweeted out, we are very proud of you, family, with a pride symbol. So I hope so, but I'm just surprised that it really still is a thing. I mean, come on.
Yeah. I know. Well, they got Jackie Robinson. It was such a big to-do now when he was, he was one of the great baseball players, and we still talk about that. So I don't know that this is such a big deal. Is this such a big step forward, Megan, or not?
I echo everything everyone said on, previously. I think it's fantastic that he's coming out, fantastic that he's comfortable doing it in Pride Month. I hope it's a step forward, but I actually want to showcase another member of the LGBTQ community. Sha'Carri Richardson is currently the fastest woman in America, and she just made it to the Tokyo Olympic team. She's openly bisexual, and her story, I saw this on Twitter, is so amazing. We wanted to show a clip right here.
Last week, finding out my biological mother passed away, and still choosing to pursue my dreams, still coming out here, still making sure to make the family that I do still have on this earth proud.
She's literally the fastest woman in America, and she's the fastest woman in America. Yeah. She's an incredible story, and she's openly bisexual, and she's about to go represent America in Tokyo. That's wonderful.
That's amazing.
Well, I just long for the days when you can just be gay in the world, and it doesn't become a big deal. By the way, that inappropriate joke I made for daytime television, scratch it. Make believe I never said it.
So I talked about this issue yesterday, but before I get to that, please do follow me on Bigo Live as well. Download it at your Apple or Google Play Store, or whatever you have, Android or Apple. Download it for free at JOATV. That's my following name, my username to follow me. But so in terms of this video, I talked about this yesterday. This guy and also Joy Behar and the other host claim that they wish they can just come to a time where they really don't have to come out on video and tell the world that they're gay. I highly disagree with that. Americans, we take stuff for granted. We take our freedom for granted, and we don't realize 99.9% of the time that there's other countries, such as countries in the Middle East, that don't have the freedom, that don't have the rights and the liberty and the pursuit of happiness that we have here in the United States of America. They don't have a democracy. Saudi Arabia don't have a democracy. A lot of these Middle Eastern countries, their laws are governed by religion, by the Islamic religion. And this is coming from someone that grew up as a Muslim. So I'm speaking facts. I'm speaking truth. I'm not being prejudiced or anything, because I grew up in that household. And it's so traditional, it's so conservative that being LGBTQIA is seen as a stigma. Like I said yesterday on my live stream, a guy in Iran ended up, losing his life because his family members killed him because he tried to, he was seeking asylum somewhere else. He was going to Europe so he can live his life in his own truth. And his family find out the reasoning why he wanted to leave. And once they found out, they tricked him to go somewhere in the car, and then they end up killing him. So, I mean, I'm tired of the outrage when people that come out the closet, like this guy, who says, I wish we can stop making videos. No, you're not. It's not going to be a time where you're going to stop until every single country in this planet will literally see that it is okay to be who you are. Oftentimes, like I said, we take things for granted here in America because we are a developed country. It's the supposed home of the free, land of the brave, where you can just be anything you want. But it's not like that in other countries. Joy Behar said nothing wrong. That's addition to what I wanted to say. Even Sarah Hayne, who has a gay brother, laughed at the joke, and and all of the hosts on The View, they support the LGBTQI community. The only person that made a little face remark was Meghan McCain. That's because, she just don't get along with the host. And, she's a supposed ally, and she has friends in the gay community as well. Andy Cohen and the guy that was on American Idol, I forgot his name. So fake outrage, miss me with the BS. Come on now. But anyways, y'all, like I said, I'm going on Bigo Live tonight. Right after I do my live stream on here at 8:30 Central Standard Time, I'm going on Bigo. Please do follow me at JOA TV. And, it's just a way for you guys to support me. There's gifts you guys can send, like put in $1 or $5, whatever. It's like gifts as well. We talking, we doing a little panel discussion about different things. Please go follow me on there. And if you do want to support me on Patreon, I'd also appreciate that as well. Patreon.com/JOA. Thank you so much for watching. Deuces. Please do subscribe and click the bell. Deuces. Yay!